Good morning, folks. The time is 7:47 a.m. You know, 7:47, like those great big airplanes. That's right, 7:47 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on March 1st, 2025. And of course, that's March 2nd for my friends, my time-traveling friends on the other side of the planet there. Hello, Philippines. Hello, New Zealand. Hello, Indonesia. Hello, Australia. And specifically, hello, Melbourne. I hope everybody's doing amazing today. My name is Lee. I'm the guy who started the group while I thought it was funny. The group that was so funny, I started it twice, and boy, am I ever glad that I did that. You, I heard that you're you, and I know that you're freaking awesome. Why do I know that you're awesome? Look at this beautiful group that you helped me create, eh? I may have put it in place. You folks filled it up with awesome stuff. So thanks for being awesome, my friends, and thank you for being here this morning. So you know we have over 1,000 people in this group. We have 1,127 people in the group this morning. That's a nice thing. You get 1,000 people in one place and you tell me you're not crowded. 1,000 people, I like to say, that's a good sized village. So we're the funniest village on the internet, population you and I. A bunch of funny people living in a funny place, making people laugh. We're hilarious, folks. Now that we got our introduction over, let's talk about my day and your day. Well, let's talk about my day yesterday. Yesterday in the video I said, I'm going to be working a Calgary Hitman game. Turns out I don't know what the heck I'm doing. It was a Calgary Wranglers game. I don't know what's wrong with me. I showed up to work wearing the wrong jersey, but that's okay. We can't wear the jerseys while we're working anyways. But Sunday, tomorrow is a Calgary Hitman game, and I will wear my Hitman jersey. So that's what I did yesterday. I worked a Calgary Wranglers game. They won. It was a good game. It was a dicey game, but they won, which is awesome because they needed that. They were on a bit of a downward streak there, and now they broke that streak. So now we're starting a new one, but a winning streak. Still in first place in the league, though, so that's a good thing. Great hockey too. AHL hockey is excellent hockey. And today, another thing that happened yesterday before I went to work, went to go get myself a drink of water, take my my meds. This is right before I left for work, and the handle broke off the sink. Like, it wasn't water spurting out kind of break, but it's one of those single faucet things in the sink, you know. The little stem that comes out of the base broke right off. So yeah, we got to go fix that today. So that's a transition of what I'm doing today. Gonna have to go and get some parts to fix the faucet in the sink, and if I can't get the parts, buying a new faucet, gonna replace that. That's the big plan for today. What are your plans, my friends? Let's talk about some of our members and what they've done, or what we're doing yesterday. We had a couple of people leave notes on yesterday's video saying what they were doing yesterday, or what they did the day before. Rose Glad was saying that she had an easy day, listened to some bad jokes and made her laugh, which is awesome. That's what I like to hear. And then she met with her friend, went for lunch, gave her that sweater, that amazing sweater, and it looks like Rose is it's looking for a new sock pattern to do. So looking forward to seeing that, Rose. Once again, that sweater looked amazing. It looked fantastic. So thanks for sharing that with us. And Michelle Finnerty left a note yesterday saying that she brought her car in for an oil change and then went for another walk. Spring's on the way in her area. We have spring-like weather right now where we are, but I still expect to get our butts kicked once or twice more by winter. We're a little farther north. And this wasn't part of the note, but she did send me a message later on saying that she also made a cool video showing off her toolbox, because she got a great big toolbox. I watched the video, and it's an impressive toolbox, an impressive set of tools, and don't worry about your accent. I understood everything you were saying, Michelle. And I'm getting ahead of myself. And Lizzie Grin, another one of our number one posters all the time, let me know that she went all the way back on the old group and transferred all of her memes and her posts onto this group too. It's a lot. It's been a while since I've been busy in the queue on this group, and it was kind of nice having to go through there. And I don't have to worry about Lizzie Grin's stuff, because Lizzie Grin has I auto-approved her a while ago because her stuff was so good. Same thing with a few other folks. So at least I didn't have to go in and approve everything, because my gosh, that would have taken a long time. But I so appreciate you doing that. And you know what, folks? This is regarding that other site. There's a pretty good chance we might get that back. That's all I want to say. I mean, I don't want to count my chickens or anything like that, but I have a semi-good feeling about that. So, but I really appreciate that, Lizzie, taking your time to bring all that stuff over. It must have taken you a while. I really must have taken you a while. So that's what we heard from a few of our members yesterday as to what they were doing and what they've done. What are you doing today, my friends? So I'd love to hear about what you're doing or what you did yesterday, whatever it is. Share what you like, and if I can, we'll talk about it tomorrow. Alright, you know what I like to do right now, this part of the video? I like to show off a couple of posts from a couple of our amazing members. Now, we're all ready to go here. There's one name you're going to recognize most likely if you watch these videos, and that's Rose Glad. We've got post from Rose Glad, and then we've got another one from Mr. Richard Briggs. Now, I've known Mr. Richard Briggs since, I think it was grade 7. That's right, junior high. A good friend of mine. We don't hang out or anything because, hey, we don't live in the same city. But I consider Richard Briggs a really good friend, and you know what? He's a smart guy with a good sense of humor. So why don't we go and check out these posts from these fantastic folks? Gonna start with Rose Glad. You know, it always looks better in the pictures in the catalog or online or whatever. It goes for everything, from hamburgers to dresses, apparently. Thank you very much, Rose. I really enjoyed that. I've been really needing some laughs lately, and you folks have been really helping me out with that. So thank you, Rose. Always contributing. You rock the group. And then the next one, once again, is from my friend, Mr. Richard Briggs. Bringing that up right now. You know the character, don't you? Come on. SNL, Chris Farley. If you know it, you get it. I'm not going to explain it, but maybe I'll just throw this up here.
I am 35 years old. I am divorced, and I live in a van down by the river.
That helped you out with your memory? All right, thank you, Richard. Thank you, Rose. Love them. Thanks for making me laugh, folks. And that's the prerequisite. Your posts just have to make me laugh as I'm going through the posts, trying to find something to share on these videos every morning, and that's who made me laugh the most recently. So thank you, both of you, and thank you to everyone for your posts that you've been sharing, folks. We really love it. We really appreciate it. We love your support, and you know what? You all rock. This group is nothing without your posts, and this group is definitely way more than nothing. So where are we in this video? I'm gonna take a quick look back. I'm pretty sure I started off by telling you what time it was here. Like a great big airplane, it was 7:47. And then I'm pretty sure I told you what the day was, like the actual date, March 1st. So glad we're done with February. Oh my gosh, I'm glad we're done with February. And then, of course, I had to let you know that our time traveling friends on the other side of the world, it's actually the 2nd. Hello, Melbourne. I don't know why I do that. And then I featured a couple of posts by some amazing folks. We got one from Rose Glad, and we got the other one from my friend Richard Briggs. Thank you to both of you. You folks always post some of the greatest stuff. That got us to right here. And from right here, I think the only logical place to go might be to, I don't know, maybe right to the bad jokes. I'm opening a restaurant called Peace and Quiet. Kids' meals are $250. I lost 20% of my couch. Ouch. I met an Australian that works in IT. I had to ask him, are you from the land down under? In college, I couldn't afford my power bill. You might even say it was the darkest days of my life. What do you call a sad cup of coffee? Depresso. How do trees get on the internet? They log in. During a recent job interview, I was asked if I can perform under pressure, and I had to be honest. I said, well, no, not really, but I can do a wicked We Will Rock You. Why did the chicken cross the playground? To get to the other slide. Have you ever visited conjunctivitis.com? It's a site for sore eyes. What did one penguin say to the other penguin that was sitting alone at the party? You look isolated. I love the fact that there's 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 people coming back every day for those jokes specifically. I'm really glad because that's the hardest part of the video to make. It really is. It shouldn't be, but it's the hardest part of the video to make. And but it's the one that I think I enjoy the most because, once again, I think I'm making people laugh. And that's what my plan was with these groups. Let's make some people laugh, right? That's always been my plan. And thank you very much. You know, you make me laugh. So thank you. I love the fact that you appreciate those jokes. Speaking of those jokes, if you've got some jokes you want me to tell, a joke or jokes or a supply of jokes that you found that you think I can use, send it in to jokes@wellithoughtitwas.com. That's jokes@wellithoughtitwas.com. Or if you want to, you can leave them as a comment on one of these videos. If you can, try to tag me. That way, it's a much better chance of me seeing the comment. But yeah, jokes@wellithoughtitwas.com, or tag me in a comment on one of these videos with a joke, or even if you're uploading a meme that would be that transfers well or translates well to a one-liner or to a joke like the ones I'm telling. Tag me in that, and I'm going to check it out, I promise. And if I do use your jokes, I promise I'm going to give you credit. You might be blamed. These are bad jokes. I will give you credit, my friends, for any joke that I use. And just want to make sure you know that, so don't be afraid to send them in. I'm not going to just take your joke and run away. And you know what? Another thing. Every day I do a penguin joke. I know you know this. You watch these videos, right? I do a penguin joke. I get those jokes from Penguin chocolate cookies, biscuits. I call them biscuits. They're hard to get here in Canada. I recently bought myself a supply of them, but those won't last forever. So my friends, excuse me while I rub my eye. So my friends, if you happen to live in the UK, I say this every day. If you happen to live in the UK and you feel like helping a brother out, me being that brother, I'd love to work out something where you send me some penguin biscuits. Message me. Let's not just do it. Go crazy, because where would you send it anyways? You don't have my address. If you message me, we'll work something out, and if it's worthwhile to you and I, we'll work up a cookie deal, like some kind of international drug deal, but it's not illegal. So yeah, if you can help me out with that, that would be fantastic. It's a silly thing, but I love those jokes. They're so stupid. The jokes that are on those penguin biscuits. Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't finish that. The penguin biscuits, each one of them has a joke on the package. They're always a penguin joke, and you heard one of them today. So that's what I'm saying. If you can get me some penguin biscuits from the UK, I mean, I can get them myself here in Calgary, and that they're just from import shops. But if you can get me some penguin biscuits, let me know, and we'll work something out, my friends. Or, I think this is the better idea. I would love if the company McVitie's, that's right, McVitie's, we got your logo right there, McVitie's/Platis. I would love if they sponsored my joke video, or the joke portion of my videos. Wouldn't that be cool, folks? Would that be cool for you too, McVitie's? Because get in early. I do these jokes every day. They're starting to become more popular. I share them on YouTube. I share them on Instagram. And you know what? You get in early, you get in cheap. What do I want? I want some cookies. Biscuits. I'm sorry. I want some biscuits. Some penguin biscuits. No, not the little chocolate cookie things that you have now, but the traditional penguins, in those flat packs. You're a big company. You could send those across the ocean to me. And maybe a little bit of cash, but I am so reasonable. I'm so easy to deal with. We can negotiate something that would be beneficial to you and to me. I'm not talking a lot of cash. I know my audience isn't huge yet. Get in early. It's got the potential, McVitie's. And you know what? We're going to celebrate you. We absolutely will celebrate you. I already celebrate those cookies without any dollars from you or at all, without any prompting, because they're good. They are good, and those jokes are funny. So, come on, Platis/McVitie's. Talk to my people being me. There's an email right there, admin@wellithoughtitwas.com. I'll be checking that mailbox, looking for your reply. Alright, folks. I know I'm getting repetitive in these videos. I'm going to have to start changing things up, but before I do, because I haven't got anything to replace it, we're going to ask you to do a couple favors. Real easy favors. Well, they sound easy at least, but they're nice favors. First one, if you're dealing with humans, whether it's in person, on phone, and an email, and it's an appropriate time to do it, try to make somebody laugh. You make somebody laugh, it doesn't matter where they are in the day, whether they're having a good day or a bad day, you make their day better. And making somebody's day better is awesome. Making somebody laugh is amazing. And you do amazing things. You helped us create this amazing group. I got proof of that. I know you can do it. You make me laugh with your posts here. Let's try to make somebody laugh, outside of this bubble. It's going to be a really, really good thing. Second favor, same idea, but there's a very, very important person that I didn't mention in that first favor. You deserve to laugh. If you can, try to find something that makes you laugh today. You know, I've asked you to make somebody else laugh. You deserve to be happy too. You deserve to laugh. And I would love it if you found something to make you laugh today, whether it's on the group, or maybe you see something outside, or maybe you just think of something from your past, or whatever, or a joke from your past, whatever. I hope something makes you laugh today, because you deserve it too, my friends. Those are the favors I'm asking. That's all, and now we're done with that part. All right, little uncomfortable. Gonna throw it out there anyways. We've got a donation page for the group. That's right, a donation page for the group. If you want to help us out, running one of these Facebook groups takes a little bit more time than I ever expected, right? We have 1,000 people here. We're going to have a lot more soon. And there's a chance we're getting that giant group back. And if that happens, wow, we're going to be flooded. I already spent a lot of time on the group. So I have a donation page if you do want to help out, contribute, and it's definitely going to help us out. There's a QR code link right there, and then there, of course, I got the donation link written across the bottom. But I have a clickable link in our notes. What is it? It's pocket change. It's $2, $3, or $5 that we're asking for as a donation. If you think it's worthwhile, if you can afford it, those are the very important things. 50% of any donations that we get from February 21st, so last week, from February 21st going forward, will be donated to the Calgary Humane Society. So that's 50% of all donations, whether just a little bit or a lot, will go to the Calgary Humane Society. Let's help out some animals while we can, right? Now, along those same lines, I got a store. Now, this is a little more tangible because you get something that you can actually hold. Got a great store, too. In our store, we've got these good coffee, these awesome coffee cups. In fact, the new one's even better. The new coffee cup looks a little bit better. This looks great. The new one's got Dorothy on both sides. I've only got her on one side on mine. We've got some fantastic shirts. Oh, my God, I love the shirts. My favorite thing that we have, though, my friends, give me a second here. This is my hoodie. We've got these hoodies, and they are so warm. They are. And look at that, eh? The hoodie right there. I'm not very good at doing an advertisement. There it is right there. Nice and thick. And I don't know if you can see that, my friends, but it is Gildan. Really, really good quality. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. The sweatshirts feel like a hug. They're so fuzzy and comfortable on the inside. They're nice and warm. It's just a really comfortable sweatshirt. The t-shirts, of course, 3/4 sleeve rock shirts, the 80s shirts, 80s rock shirts, baby. We've got a tote bag, fantastic tote bag, and I'll throw that picture up again. There's Rose Glad showing that you can not only carry groceries in there, you can also carry your rubber chickens. Best endorsement ever, my friends. And, of course, we've got a phone case. You know what we also have? We've got ladies' panties, high-waisted bikini briefs, I believe they are called, so they're panties. They do have our logo. I think they look good from what I've seen from the patterns. I don't know though. They're not really made for me. If you do end up buying a pair of those, don't send in a photo, of course. That would be inappropriate. But let us know if they're any good. I mean, you can send up a photo. In fact, it'd be kind of cool if you sent up a photo holding them up or whatever, just so I can see what they actually look like, and not just a pattern on a website. But either way, do not send a photo of yourself in your panties. I'm sure I know we're all beautiful people here, but inappropriate. But I do want to see a photo of you in our shirts or the hoodie, or if you got that coffee cup, holding it up there, or the tote bag, like Rose Glad with that tote bag, or we do have that iPhone cases, flashing those, anything like that. I'd love to see you in those. And if you think there's something that you'd like to see in our store, something you'd be interested in, let me know. I can always check. There's a company that makes these products. It's called Printful, and they have a huge catalog of stuff that's available, so I can always take a look to see if I can add whatever it is that you're looking for. My friends, be happy to do that for you. So if you do feel like it, check out our store. We've got lots of cool products there. Well, not lots, but we've got a growing number of cool products there. And once again, I think you're going to look good in our stuff because it's great looking design, and you're a great looking person. Well, my friends, we got to that portion of the video now where we're going to start wrapping things up. And if I don't start wrapping it up, I'm going to start repeating myself. 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 No. There's nothing wrong with the video, folks. I'm just a fool. Well, yeah, let's do that quick little wrap up, but let's take a look at ourselves. I can't look at myself. But anyways, what am I saying? I just want to say, let's take a look at what we created here. You know, I did lose a big group just recently of 620,000. Although I do think I'm going to be getting that back. But you know what? I'm pretty darn happy with this group that we have here. 1,100 people are a lot of people. Like I said, get those folks into one room and tell me you're not crowded. That's a lot of people. And like I said at the beginning, and I think it sounds great, and I love the idea of it, 1,100 people, that's a nice sized little village, isn't it? We're the funniest village on the internet, and it's population you and I, my friends. And it's a great place to be. It's a funny place to be because we're hilarious people, and we rock, and you rock. As for that other group, like I said, I am still fighting to get it back. I'm a little more confident now, but I don't want to count any chickens before they hatch. You know how that is. But anyways, let's not talk about that. Let's talk about positive things. Positive things are, you know what? We're going to have a great month, my friends. I found February, the last part of February was pretty rough. On top of, with that, it's a loss of that big site. And, we had some really bad weather. Here in Calgary, in Western Canada in general. It was really cold, big deep freeze. We're out of that right now. It's going to be 10 degrees Celsius today. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but you know what? It's a nice winter day for sure. It's above freezing. And, February's done. It's the beginning of a new month. We're going to make it a fantastic month, friends. We're going to see lots of growth in here. And we're gonna find lots of stuff to laugh about. I'm feeling positive, and it's been a little while. Yesterday I really started feeling positive, and today it's continuing. This is after the crap that happened a week ago. So it's a good day. It's gonna be a good month. And folks, I want to say thank you so very much for being here, for coming here every day. If you are one of the folks that come here every day and watch these videos, if this is the first one that you watch, well, welcome aboard, my friends. I'm so glad you're here. And, please leave a comment if you haven't watched these videos before, or if you never commented on these videos before, but you watch. I'd love to know that you're watching, because I don't want to be doing this to the vacuum, right? Although I'm definitely not. I do know there are people watching it, but I'd love to hear from you, my friends. But you know what? We're going to call it. We're going to call this video. We're going to cut this one, and I'm going to be back again tomorrow. Hopefully you're going to be back again tomorrow. Maybe there'll be a few other people with us. Thank you so very much, folks. All the love.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I think it was funny.
Well, I thought 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 it was funny.
That was funny.